Hey, what's up guys? It's Brendan from Best Life Weight Loss, and today's bike vlog, I want to talk about start where you are and do what you can. It's kind of going backwards from yesterday's episode about adding daily activities to kind of improve your overall, just kind of propel you forward. And I have had, how to start videos, and those videos were kind of telling you about, starting your cardio and the steps. But what about before that? What about when you really don't know where to begin? You can't just buy a bike. You're too fat to really be out there running. So something easy that I did for years, even before I was really getting into the weight loss journey, was tracking your steps. I think it's called like a pedometer. It's a really good way to start. Get something. You can get you a little bullshit Fitbit for like $20 that'll track your fucking steps. Now I have an Apple Watch, works really well. But the idea is you figure out how many steps you're taking. So I think when I got mine, I was doing like 3,000 steps a day. That's nothing. The average recommended daily steps for a healthy lifestyle is 10,000 plus. And I know people that be doing 20 and 30,000 steps. So I just strived to get that 10,000 steps. Now, the video from yesterday, those daily tasks, doing those, that'll easily get you to your 10,000 steps. I'm usually 10,000 steps in 5-6 hours after waking up, So there's this aspect of being overwhelmed when starting your weight loss journey that I don't want. I don't want you to feel like you have to upend your entire life in the beginning. If you've been following the channel, you know that your weight loss journey is an entire lifestyle change. But it doesn't all have to come at once, because that can be very hard, can be costly. You can build up over time. Start tracking your steps. I say calories in versus calories out is so important. Diet is key. You can do all the exercise in the world, but if you're consuming more calories than you're burning, you're never going to lose the weight. So in the beginning, you don't even have to change your diet. Just track your steps, and then just track the food you're already eating. Once you acknowledge the foods you're already eating, the calorie intake you're already doing, right there, you can kind of say, okay, I want to reduce this. I want to increase this. And it's small, little incremental changes. I want you to start your cardio. I want you to get a bike or go outside. But sometimes you just need to start somewhere. And that's kind of the idea is, I want you to begin your weight loss journey, but maybe just dipping your toe into a healthier lifestyle can help actually put you into that mindset. I'm always preaching about your mentality, staying positive and doing something like tracking your steps, tracking your calories before upending your entire life. That could be something to help ease you into it. A lot of people, getting started is truly the hardest part. I would admit that when you first begin, it's hard. You're gonna want to quit as many times you talk yourself out of it, and there's gonna be days where you don't work out. You can't let any of that shit stop you. You have to propel forward, but you have to have a good starting platform. I would say get the scale before you do anything. The idea, and this is something I never did when I tried losing weight when I was younger. In my teens and early adulthood, I never tracked any of my calories. I never tracked my weight. I just did exercises and shit. And it's comes back down to that mental aspect. When you're tracking your calories, when you know what you're burning, when you have a schedule, even if it's 20 minutes of cardio. When I say, just get started and do what you can, I really mean it. Every little bit helps. Even if you go out there and walk for 10 minutes and you go back and sit down, if you do that every day, eventually you're gonna be able to do 15 minutes. But you have to start. And no one can force you. You know, I still have friends, family members that are fat, and I want them to be healthy. And I talk to them and I try and encourage them. But as someone that was morbidly obese for 29 years of his life, you know, I can easily tell you that someone telling me, oh, you should lose weight, someone encouraging me, someone trying to be helpful and nice, that didn't matter. It didn't matter until I wanted to lose the weight myself. And I've always wanted to lose the weight, but wanting to lose the weight and staying committed to it, those are two different things. So really setting yourself up for really putting yourself on a good platform for your weight loss journey is very important. And I feel like some people just have a really hard time getting that initial start. So, you know, there's so many little things. Just like yesterday's video about adding daily tasks. Get a little scale. I'm telling you, $40 on Amazon. Get you a scale that can go up to 300 pounds. If you're bigger than that, I think there's a tier up on that same scale that you can buy for 60. That goes up to like 400 or 600. I think it's 600 pounds for the $60 scale. It's important to know the numbers, but you also can't harp on the numbers. You know, if you're buying the scale and just doing the steps, I would weigh yourself once a month. You know, maybe from that month to the next month, you finally got the motivation to start your cardio, and that's good. But I have another video about kind of weighing yourself and stuff. Go check that one out if you want to really get in depth on that. But this video is just about understanding that you don't have to go crazy to begin your journey. You can start small and it'll propel you forward. As long as you stick with it, it doesn't matter where you start. As long as you start, you don't stop. You know, tracking your steps, tracking your calories, making your log, you know. Just because you're not on your journey yet, doesn't mean you don't have to log everything. You know, once you track every single piece of food you eat, every amount of sleep you get, because, you know, sleep is so important. So I'm not saying you gotta monitor your REM or anything like that. That's too much. I ain't doing that shit. But I do like to know, okay, on these days, I got 7 hours, I got 6 hours, I got 8 hours. It helps understand sleep debt. I have a video about utilizing sleep. Basically, sleep debt is when you don't get a lot of sleep or enough sleep, your body will try and catch up to that. And that can be an actual useful tool. I have a whole video called Utilizing Sleep. Check it out. But, you know, this whole rambling session I've been doing is just to say that the hardest parts is getting started. I have a video basically titling that. But this idea, this video is really simple. Small steps to start your journey. You know, I always say that I want you to start on the cardio, pick a cardio, start doing it. But if that's too hard, too scary in the beginning, track your steps, track your calories, add in those daily activities. You know, the daily activities, looking back at it, it's a really good starting point. You know, you're already doing the daily activities, you can track your steps, you can start watching what you eat. You do all those things, by the time you start your cardio, you're gonna be on a really good footing for your weight loss journey. Remember, hope you start your journey today, and I hope nothing fucking stops you. Stay positive.